กำลังมองหาเว็บซื้อ Steam Wallet กันอยู่หรือเปล่าพวกแกลองมาดูของสปอนเซอร์เราก่อนไหมที่นี่ Get Steam Wallet เรามีตั้งแต่ราคาเท่าข้าวจานเดียวไปจนถึงเป็นพันนั่นแหละทิมจึกรับ Wallet เอามากดสตรีมบทตูดแดกมาม่าสบายใจไปทั้งเดือนยังไงลองแวะเข้ามาดูวิธีกันในเว็บก่อนได้ที่ลิงก์ใต้คลิปครับเรามีวิดีโอแนะนำการซื้อให้เข้าใจง่ายๆหลายช่องทางให้เลือกคิดจะซื้อเกม Steam คิดถึง getsteamwallet.com หลังจากช่วยนักสืบวาเลนไทน์ออกมาได้เนี่ยเราก็จะมาเริ่มแกะรอยลูกชายแล้วสักที
Ellie? Are you here?
Nick? Oh God, it's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
You keep laughing at death. Someday, death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the details. Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might be.
We were in a vault when it happened. Vault 111. It was some kind of cryo facility.
You were on ice, huh? More importantly, you were underground, sealed up. It's a lot of obstacles to get through just to take one person. What else can you tell me?
There was a man and a woman. They didn't say much, but I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. The kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. Anything else you remember?
My husband was murdered. He was just trying to keep them from taking Sean, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers, but they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. Anything else you remember?
We're looking for my baby, Sean. He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular? And why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, Super Mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
Super Mutants? What are they?
Big, green, muscles on muscles. In other words, hard to miss. I think we can safely rule them out.
Who are the Gunners?
High-end mercenaries. No job too brutal. They're in the running as likely suspects. They wouldn't be the ones pulling the strings.
You think raiders might have done this?
I honestly doubt it. They can barely organize themselves, let alone pull off something this complicated.
So, you think this institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype, anyway.
You're a prototype?
As far as I know. Never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
You don't know anything about them. Really?
Some kind of security setting strips or blocks out those memories. And it's not just me. Any synth that gets trashed, left behind, or escapes the Institute has the same problem. Probably some kind of failsafe.
Either way, I need to find Sean.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
The man who killed my husband, he had a handgun. I didn't get a clear look at it, but that sound.
Could have been a large caliber revolver. Huh. I'm starting to get a clearer picture of the kind of man our perp is. Anything more you can tell me?
I'll never forget that voice. Low and rough. Like sandpaper. Across your face.
Not much to go on, but a tough and commanding voice can get someone pretty far in the violence business. What else?
The woman was dressed in, I think it was kind of a hazard suit. The man had some sort of metal brace on his arm.
Maybe some kind of improvised armor? A lot of hired guns do that to look tough. The hazard suit is interesting. Not many mercs can afford something that fancy. What else do you remember about them?
One of them came right up to me. Bald head, scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
Oh, yeah. I heard their names, their home addresses, and where their diary keys are hidden.
All right, calm down. It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
You said he lives here? He's still in town?
They both vanished a while back, if I'm remembering right. But that house is still there. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
เอ้าอะไรมันจะบังเอิญขนาดนั้นนี่หมายความว่าไอหัวร้านเคนล็อกที่ฆ่าผัวเราเนี่ยไม่ใช่ผัวเราแต่ผัวเจ๊คนเดียวเฮียผัวเราพูดแล้วจะกระจีปากเสียวดากไงชอบกลนั่นแหละมนุษย์ศาสตร์ดิ้นรนเข้าไปในวอลเนี่ยยิงผัวเจ๊ฉกลูกเจ๊ออกมาเสร็จแล้วมันก็มาซื้อบ้านในไดมอนด์ซิตี้เลี้ยงลูกเจ๊มาอีก10 ปีเต็มแล้วพอเจ๊ฟื้นขึ้นมามันก็หายไปซะเฉยๆอย่างเงี้ยเหรอเพื่อ
Didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance is bad news. He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean, thorough. Has no enemies because they're all dead. Except you. But 9 to 1 odds says he's our man. It's more than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The MO is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off. Here we are. Keep an eye out, will you? See if I can get this open. That's one heck of a lock. Something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
Don't think I can pick this.
No luck? Guess we'll need to find the key.
ๆ
Here we are. Keep an eye out, will you? See if I can get this open. That's one heck of a lock. Something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
'Don't think I can pick this.
เอ้าอะไรมันจะบังเอิญขนาดนั้นนี่หมายความว่าไอหัวร้านเคนล็อกที่ฆ่าผัวเราเนี่ยไม่ใช่ผัวเราแต่ผัวเจ๊คนเดียวเฮียผัวเราพูดแล้วจะกระจีปากเสียวดากไงชอบกลนั่นแหละมนุษย์ศาสตร์ดิ้นรนเข้าไปในวอลเนี่ยยิงผัวเจ๊มาอีก10 ปีเต็มแล้วพอเจ๊ฟื้นขึ้นมามันก็หายไปซะเฉยๆอย่างเงี้ยเหรอเพื่อ
Don't See that platform in the distance, near the city entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock. The mayor's office is near the entrance of the city. The platform.
Why doesn't the mayor come out of his office, huh? He's afraid of talking to the press? I bet if I said I was with the Institute, he'd come running.
Do you ever think maybe you could get a man's attention easier if you use softer words, honey? Maybe shout a little less?
Oh, that reminds me of this article I'm writing about the mayor's affair with a certain air-headed blonde. Oh, look who it is. What brings you to the mayor's office, huh?
What are you doing here, Piper?
Nuh-uh. Not until it's in print. You can read all about it in the next issue.
If you are done crowding the reception area, Miss Piper, the mayor needs to make time for more responsible citizens.
I was just leaving anyway.
The mayor's receiving visitors as long as they aren't members of the press. Did you need help?
Who do I talk to if I need to find a key to a house that's been locked up?
If you're talking about a property that the city has seized, we only have one on the books. Mr. Kellogg's old house. You'd have to ask the mayor directly if you want the keys.
Come on, can't you help me yourself?
And if I could, why should I?
Please. All I want to do is find my baby. The man who owned that house kidnapped him.
You do seem like a sweetheart. All right. I'm just going to leave this key on my desk and forget I put it there. Your baby's lucky he has a mother like you. I hope you find him.
เชี่ยกุญแจเหรอวะเนี่ยดอกเท่าควายเลยกูนึกว่ามีดทำครัวต้องมีแทงกันตายด้วยกุญแจมั้งวะ
Geneva.
Remember, you didn't get that key from me. Now, if you're actually interested in buying a house, we have a permit available.
Let's take a look around. Kellogg must have left something behind. Place seems small to you? Figured a guy like Kellogg would think big. Well, that's one way to hide a room. Well, look at this. All of a Merc's favorite things.
Nick.
Check out what's on that table.
Gwinnett's stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, cigars, San Francisco sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
Any suggestions, Nick?
What about dog meat? Commonwealth mutt like him can track a man's scent for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so.
Any words of wisdom?
If Kellogg really is the one who kidnapped your son, then he's dangerous. But so are you. You don't need to be afraid of him or anything else the Commonwealth throws at you.
I don't know. I might need your help on this one, but maybe I should go on my own.
If you need me, just come knocking. If not, then the next time I see you, I hope it's with your son, safe and sound.
Dog meat. Get the scent, boy. I'm trusting my family's future to a dog. That's it. I'm officially crazy.
สำหรับเควสต่อไปเควสหลักที่ 6 นะครับ Reunion เราก็จะตามตูดอีหมาแดดเดียวนี่ไปเรื่อยๆครับให้มันดมกลิ่นซิก้าของเคนล็อกส่วนเราก็จะตามดมตูดหมาไปและสำหรับคลิปหน้าเนี่ยเราจะมาว่ากันเรื่องชีวประวัติของด็อกมีดน้องหมาแดดเดียวของเรานะครับว่ามันมีความเป็นมายังไงไว้เจอกันครับ
Those are its lava. They enter the throat and attach themselves to the vocal cords. They mimic the host's membranes flawlessly. No one can tell the difference. Upon reaching maturity, they mate. Sustained exposure to a particular sound triggers copulation. The result
มันคือการที่บรรพบุรุษของมนุษย์เราเนี่ยเริ่มการเดินสองขาการเดินสองขาได้ทำให้สมองเนี่ยย้ายไปอยู่ส่วนบนสุดของร่างกายและตามหลักแรงโน้มถ่วงแล้วเนี่ยมันทำให้กระดูกสันหลังเราเนี่ยรองรับน้ำหนักของสมองได้อย่างเต็มที่พอสมองมีตัวรับน้ำหนักเนี่ยมันก็สามารถพัฒนาให้ใหญ่ขึ้นได้อีกและใหญ่จนเราฉลาดกลายเป็นเราในทุกวันนี้แล้วบรรพบุรุษของมนุษย์ผู้นั้นเนี่ยเราเรียกพวกเขาว่าซาลันโทพุสผู้ริเริ่มการเดินหลังตรง